So we have Hedera's Hbar 2024 strategy. We also have a big announcement from Hedera, which is relating to 21.9 million. And we also have some numbers on the minting of NFTs on the Hedera mainnet. And we are going to be talking about the transactions per second and how much Hedera could potentially do. And of course, we will also be looking at the price action for Hbar for today. Towards the end of the video, all I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So we have the 2024 strategy that has now been shown officially on the Hbar Foundation's website. And so the first that we have is the crypto economy to enable the creation and movement of value on chain, which is the on-chain finance, to modernize economic behavior by bringing the existing financial business models and infrastructure on chain while identifying new opportunities for value creation. And then we have the fintech and payments, improve efficient value exchange through tokenization. And again, I believe that next year could be big for tokenization in the crypto space in general. Consumer engagement, enable high quality Web3 experiences for brands and consumers, which is enabling a product suite of interoperable dApps that allow brands to acquire, activate, and engage customers in both their digital and physical worlds. And again, especially in the digital world, I believe that is only growing. And the sustainable impact we have for the bringing the balance sheet of the planet to the public ledger and sustainability and climate markets, build the infrastructure for and promote the adoption of verifiable and liquid climate markets. Again, I think this is a big one and a unique one for Hedera, as we know with the carbon markets, and Hedera itself is net negative and they have been purchasing these carbon credits, and essentially the company helps fund emission reductions. And you actually see over here that they also have the carbon offset certifications for these as well, and you can see of how much of that unit actually is, and that is all powered by the Hedera hash graph. And we know that Hedera themselves are officially committed to carbon negative network operations by purchasing carbon offsets quarterly as well. And of course, climate change is on the list of priorities, and we did have the COP28, so there's only going to be more money pouring into that. So in terms of the transactions per second, we do have an opinion from Hbar Tata talking about the increase we could potentially have. What's going to really surprise the industry is when Hedera goes from having dozens or 100 transactions per second on a given platform to hundreds and thousands of transactions per second, resulting from a single enterprise use. And there will be a step, it's a step function, it's not going to be a slow growth, a few transactions per second on an ongoing basis. And there will be a step function where enterprises go to market and they demonstrate the value of public DLT for their business purposes and their use cases. And with the transactions per second, you can see over here the numbers that Hedera have done. The transaction volume just over the years has increased massively. In 2019 from 25.4 million to 2020 435.3 million, and in 2021 we finally managed to hit the billion mark of 1.5 billion, and in 2022 we were actually slightly down to 590.2 million. However, in 2023 we have picked up massively, and actually we've done so much more compared with 2021, and roughly around about 15x that to 30.9 billion. And so we could potentially see 40 billion happening, maybe not by the end of this year, but sometime in 2024. We also have some news about the NFTs, and you can see over here that currently in the past 48 hours we've had 416,000 new NFTs being minted on the Hedera mainnet, and it says brace yourself for gaming in the Hbar ecosystem in 2024. And you can see over here the amount of the NFTs, but we actually have a recent update a couple of hours ago saying that in 60 hours 1 million NFTs have been minted on the Hedera mainnet. Again, we are not slowing down, and we've gone from 416,000 to a million, so we have increased by over 500,000 in the space of only 60 hours, which is roughly 1 day and 12 hours. And before we look at the price action, we have some official news from Hedera saying that they have released an additional 21.9 million tokens from their maximum supply, bringing the total amount of released tokens to 67.17%. Now this is good news that we are seeing more Hbar tokens being released. Again, they are keeping on their promises, and you might think that this is only a drop in the ocean or in the bucket, but it does all add up. And I believe that currently they are releasing this every quarter, and so we will see the next one in 3 months time where they will be releasing more of the tokens. And so currently the price action for Hbar is sitting at 0.07974. We are down by 1.87% on the 1 day chart. For the volume we are down by 16.28%, and we are trading at 65.1 million. But if we have a look at the overall crypto market, we are down in general, and we've also seen quite a bit of money come out of the crypto market, as we are now at $47.9 billion when previously we were at around about $70 billion. So again, we are seeing low volume in the market. If we have a look at where we were trading at the beginning of the day, you'll see over here we were roughly at that 8 cent level pretty much, and we have taken a little bit of a dip. The lowest that we went to was 0.07802. We've now gone to 8 cents. We are pretty much on that borderline for HBAR. For the 7-day chart, we are up by 7.97%. We've kind of got a head and shoulders pattern. The highest that we went to on the 15th was 0.08795. We weren't able to hit that 9.7 mark. Stay there though. However, for HBAR, where do I think it could potentially go in the next few days? Well, we may see a bit more downside and we could possibly come back to the 0.077 level. Again, we are still pretty stable there. However, it just seems like as if we are playing with that border of the 8 cent level, and with volume being down, we may see it go to the downside a little bit further. Guys, if you want daily Hedera HBAR news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.